Hey everybody, it is the Sandy Masselli Show. I am Sandy Masselli, and today is January 1st, January 5th, 2015. Let's get it right. It's like 1515. Like January 5th, 15. See what I'm saying? Alright. Now, I saw a video yesterday after I got done with the show that really kind of pissed me off a little bit. It wasn't like too bad, but I'll explain it. It's these like 4 or 5 like maybe like 11 or 12-year-old kids, boys, I should say, from I don't know what country they were in, maybe Italy or like something like that. There are subtitles, right? So there's like these little kids, these little boys, and then one girl like comes into the screen, and it's like a different reaction for every single kid, but it's like the same stuff is going on, really. The director says like, "Oh, this is Mara," and like she comes in and she's like this. I guess like the boys find this young lady very attractive. The young boys, they're the same age. She's maybe like 12. And the guy behind the camera is like, "What do you like about her?" And they all say something like cute, like, "Oh, her eyes," or "You're very pretty," or something like that. And then he'll be like, do you want to hold her hand or something like that? Oh no, it was really creepy. He was like, caress her. And like the little boy like rubbed her shoulder or whatever. And then he's like, slap her. And the boys are like, no, won't do that. I will not, cameraman. I'm not going to slap this poor lady, this poor woman, because you said so. I won't do it. I won't stoop to that level. And so, like, the caption of the video and how it was being posted around Facebook was like, look at these young boys. Look at how young boys don't hit women until the patriarchy taints them and corrupts their young free spirit. These little boys need to save them. Now, it's not okay to hit women. Pretty obvious. Obviously that's the case. Right? For most people. And so, a little kid's obviously not going to slap a girl for no reason. He knows intellectually that it's wrong. He's not going to slap her just because this dude behind the camera says. Unless he's a little psychopath. And most of the time, kids aren't psychopaths. Like, people aren't psychopaths, I should say. Right? So none of the boys slaps the girl. Now, I guarantee you, I could find a little 12-year-old boy who will slap her. Guarantee you. I could. Of every race. One boy of every race, at least, would slap her. In the face. Just based on a command by an authority figure, the cameraman. Just slap her up. And it wasn't even like, none of the boys even tried to do like a little like fake like cute slap, like little fake like tap, love tap. No, nobody did a love tap. That's unrealistic as fuck. I would do that. It's like a little slapstick thing, you know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm gonna knock her the fuck out with my goddamn slap. But I'm gonna, tap her. Oh, look at it. We're doing this thing for this camera. It's all fun. Not real. We're not really trying to prove anything here, are we? Not trying to prove a political agenda here. No, we're just having some fun talking to this cute girl and this weird cameraman. Low love tap. She taps me back. Oh, all of a sudden we're play fighting. We're wrestling around on the ground. Oh, look at this fun little time. Oh, yeah. Just 2 kids, horsing around. Ha ha ha. How fun. Not a domestic abuse situation. No. They're just 2 kids messing about, as it were. So, the moral of this story, in conclusion, finally, like a high school essay, these boys, of course no one's just gonna slap somebody for no reason, hard, okay? It's from, maybe if she, like, insulted them or something like that, maybe, I'm not saying that's the right thing to do, but I'm saying that as a human on human, not some misogynistic, like, thing, I honestly think it would take more for a guy to hit I think it would take less for a guy to hit a guy than it would for a guy to hit a girl, like, a provoking, you know? Because as much as you say, like, oh, he was provoked is a bullshit, like, argument, which I think it is if you're talking about responsibility, but you can kind of see why they would do it, like, as a motivation, I guess you could say. Not like, you're not excusing murderers if they have a motive, right? But maybe a domestic abuse person could have a motive. Not to say that their crime isn't terrible and should be punished, just, you know? So, that is why. Fuck that little video. I would have been play wrestling with that, like, little fucking 11-year-old. If I was 11 in the video, you know, would have scored some points there. Would have gone by the swing sets together after. They were at, like, a carnival. Maybe we would have gone on the Ferris wheel, something, you know, a little... Okay. Anyway. Why is there no advertisements for mail order brides? Right? I feel like that would be a much more lucrative market. Like, you're telling me men can just pay to have wives sent over to them? I feel like the people taking advantage of this business opportunity are too few. Why is that? Why aren't more people buying brides? I just don't understand it. I think it's because the marketing team for mail order brides sucks. Whoever's running those companies, you need to get on TV. You need to start putting ads on Twitter or something like that. You need to let people know that there's a better hope for them. They can go pick out their mail order bride. Doesn't that seem like kind of fucking messed up, right? It seems a little like slavery, kind of, to me. You know, human trafficking and such. But if it's a thing, it should be a huge thing. Fuck it. Why just stop at mail order brides? How about some mail order grooms? I'll sign up for that shit. I'll sign up to be one, you know? Sell me. How much am I worth? Sell me to some lady. We'll get married. It'll be a thing. It'll be fun. Everybody make a couple dollars here and there, you know? No poor guy, no poor weirdo is buying mail order brides, right? They gotta be expensive. You're not gonna be selling a human for like a couple nickels. It's gotta be what do you get, a dog for like $3,000, something like that? Like a shitload, right? If you're buying like a breed, like a bred dog, not like a pound dog. It's the same. I wonder what a human would be, like $100,000 or some shit like that. Right? Basically, that's basically what the fucking Playboy Mansion is. Hugh Hefner's just buying these bitches to live with them. That's the biggest mail order bride scheme anyone's ever got. He knows the deal. Why not? Oh yeah, he probably does. He sells the Playboy bunnies out to people. He rents them, probably. Fucking Hugh Hefner. That's why he's so goddamn rich. He's just a pimp. He's just an old white pimp. The fuck is that shit? Let me give you guys a little tip here. New topic. Segue. I've been trying to get smarter, right? You know, it's always that grind of intelligent seeking. A knowledge seeker. They call you the They call me the seeker. It's a good song. But instead of going to like a library, maybe reading a book or two, studying, I've taken to just downloading as many standardized test prep apps that I could find. I got them all. I got the fucking LSATs, the SATs, ACTs, the MCATs. I got all those fucking standardized test apps teaching me. I'm going to be able to pass all that shit. You think I can't pass the LSATs? I got the app, bitch. I'm just going to be practicing. It's like fucking Brain Trainer for the Nintendo. I'm not getting a lot right off the bat, you know? I just started. It's a fucking training regimen. I'm going in there, looking at the flashcards, clicking away at the answers, figuring it out, slowly building my percentage, getting a higher score. That's what I never understood about myself as a person. Like video gamers, the video gamers out there, all those crazy computer nerds, you know, they're going for the score. They're always, you know, it's true though. We're always chasing the score or the time. We gotta get the best score. We gotta get the best time in every game. So then, how come in school I'm not always chasing the best grade? See what I mean? It's the same thing. That's a life score. And I'm fucking concerned about the score on the screen. Screen scores. Not real life scores, screen scores. Shit. So yeah, get an app, go to the app store, look up fucking LSAT prep, look up fucking MCATs, all that hard ass shit. It'll prepare you. It prepares you for that kind of stuff. It's good. It's good. You know, we got all this weird technology at our fingertips. That's how I passed all my fucking tests, standardized tests. You know? You just click away to a prep place. Oh, a million practice tests for the permit test, you know what I'm saying? The internet, it's a scary fucking place, but it's also a beautiful place. There's a lot of good shit around there to get, you know, clicking your way through and stuff. Hey, let me ask you guys this. Here's something. Why does anybody play Hacky Sack? It's really stupid. It's a dumb thing to do. It sounds like a game like some guy in an alley would try to get you to play. Right? You're walking down this alley, some guy goes, "Hey." You're like, "Yeah?" See this bag of rocks? You're like, yeah, what's that for? Bounce it off your body. You want what? You want me to bounce the rocks off of my body? That seems like, why would I do that? Don't use your hands either. Oh, okay. So what are we? Is this like soccer or something like that? And the guy's like, "No. Soccer has a point and fans and doesn't make you look like a high school dropout. This is just Hacky Sack." Seems like that. I always see people kicking around this fucking bag of rocks. I say, why? Why do that? You know? There's other things. There's yo-yos. Yo-yos don't make you look scary. Hacky sacks make you look scary. Yo-yos just make you look like you're a wholesome family fun type dude. Especially if you do all those crazy yo-yo tricks and shit. That means like, see, okay, whenever I see somebody who's like really good at doing a thing, if you're a great hacky sacker, even if you're even a great yo-yo master, if you're an awesome guy who can, like, do handstands or some shit, that's always freaks me out. Because I'm like, oh, that guy spent a lot of time doing this, and that's why he's so good. What motivated him to spend years of his life yo-yoing? Is it, it's cool? No, it's totally fine. But it's interesting for me to think about, like, oh shit, like, think of all the time that went into, every single trick that he does is like the culmination of years worth of practice. Think about that. Every single time you do anything like that, everything that you've done before then leads up to that one moment, and if you fuck it up, it quickly drifts into the past, and the next time you do it, that becomes a factor in whether or not in the next thing that you do, you know? So, alright, so let's say you're a baseball player, and you're hitting, you're batting. Every time you step up to the plate in the game, what you're about to do is the culmination of all the past. Every single time you've stepped in the cage, every single time you've gotten up at bat in practice, every single time you've been standing in your room listening to music, practicing your swing and your stance, every time you've gone out in the backyard and thrown up baseballs to yourself so that you can hit them across the grass, it all comes down to this one moment. And hey, you hit a ground ball to second base and they throw you out. Shit. And the next time you get up, every single thing that I just mentioned and that ground out to second base comes down to this, what you're about to do right now. In the fucking top of the fifth with nobody on. The score is tied. It's whatever. You're the leadoff batter. This at bat really probably won't factor into the game too much, and you're 0-1, so it's like, nah, nobody's really expecting that much. Maybe you hit a single and you get left on base. Then you crack the home run. You hit it, boom, home run. Perfect. Lead off home run, starts off the inning, rally goes on, and you're a hero. And so is that because you grounded out at second base? Everything leading up to that hit led to you grounding out at second base. But everything leading up to that hit plus grounding out to second base led to you getting a home run. So, I submit to you, was it the ground out that led to the home run? You know, you can never really tell. You never really know in situations like this. That fucking 20-minute goddamn speech about nonsense. The fuck was that shit? Talking about bases and stuff? Talking about scoring? Doing sports things? Why do I gotta fucking choose a sports analogy? Why couldn't I have chosen something else? Like baking cookies or some shit. Every single bake sesh that you've had up until now is gonna factor into how delicious those cookies are. How good they are. And you make a shitty batch. Maybe you're getting cocky. Maybe the last 3 batches were delicious. And now you got a shitty batch. And so the next batch is the top-notch best batch you've ever made. Yes. An analogy that wasn't sports-related. That one was for all you bakers out there. In Bakeland. One last thing. Before I say adieu for today. Tonight, actually, I'm recording this late. It's 8:13 in the Pacific Median. Whatever the fuck. No, I think I kind of know it. Prime Meridian, some shit like that. No, I think that's a hotel. I don't fucking know. What am I even... should cut that shit out, but I'm gonna leave it. That nonsense rambling after I started the recording again. One last thing! That Leelah Alcorn suicide. I'm gonna put this at the end. Because it's some serious shit. People are gonna get mad. Oh my god. I keep doing the Bill Burr right there. I keep doing the Bill Burr. I don't know why. I'm sorry. So, no. The Leelah Alcorn thing. She committed suicide, and it was because she felt like her parents were rejecting her. She felt like society was rejecting her. And I was watching this video about it today on YouTube. And... the guy was basically saying that Christianity played a factor in this girl's suicide because her parents were religious and were not accepting of her transgender lifestyle or whatever. And this one comment on the video, this guy was like, "Oh, boo-hoo. Her parents didn't pay for her surgery. They didn't pay for her sex change operation. Oh, her expensive surgery that this entitled 17-year-old wanted. Oh, and then she had to go kill herself. Boo-hoo." Which... It's the wrong thing to say, okay? It's not right, you know? But initially you may have that reaction. I know sometimes I'm prone to that kind of reaction when I see this kind of thing. Like, oh no, you weren't strong enough and you killed yourself. Don't kill yourself. That's just the rule, isn't it? We all kind of have this rule. Don't kill yourself. You'll get through it, and one day you'll die. You'll die anyway. So why not just stay along for the ride, right? That's how most people think. I agree with that, right? I don't think suicide's ever the answer. But some people, I'm not going to say that if I was them, I wouldn't do it. Right? Because they were them and they did do it. And it wasn't just that her mom or dad didn't want to pay for this surgery, right? It wasn't like she asked for a gift and they said no and she offed herself. She was asking for acceptance. She was asking her mother and father, the people that are the most important support system in her life, whether or not they still loved her because she felt like she was born in the wrong body. And they rejected her. They told her she was going through a phase. They brought her to Christian therapists and sat her down in front of them and told them how you're sinning against God and you're going to go to hell if you keep this up. It's not like you can help it. It's not like you were born this way. It's that the devil's in you. It's that you need God, you need Jesus to save you. That's what this is. This is a rebellion against the Lord. Not a deep, emotional, stressful life decision. It's not that. You're wrong about who you are. You're not a girl, you're a sinner. Yeah, maybe that played a fucking role in her death. In her deciding that life wasn't worth living anymore. Maybe that played a little factor. Not the denial of an operation. The denial of who she was. As a person, a human that you fucking created. And you're not going to believe her, you're going to believe an old book. Fuck you. And also, don't kill yourself. Right? That's the teach boys not to rape thing, right? Oh God, I don't know if I should have said. I don't know if that's the same at all. But it's like the don't kill yourself. I guess. I mean, you could blame anybody you want to blame, but in the end, it really is you kicking that chair away. There's always help out there. There's always support, even if you can't find it in your shithead parents. And that's what I wish somebody told Leelah Alcorn. Your parents are assholes. There are people who aren't assholes. Go hang out with them. Right? Alright. Thanks, guys. Sorry about the late show. Hope you enjoyed this one. I thought it was decent. And that's good enough for me. Have a nice day.